Kamusta mga kapong Pinoy? Surprise! Excited na akong imbitahin kayong lahat na manood sa mga laban ko. Sobrang di ko pa mapaniwala. Maraming salamat sa suporta. Sana patuloy yung suporta niyo sa
Tears, Diamonds, and Destiny, the Alex Eala bombshell that shook the tennis world. I have covered tennis for years. I have seen legendary comebacks, shocking upsets, and moments that dominated global headlines. But what unfolded inside the Manuka Doctor Arena in Auckland, New Zealand, was something else entirely. This was not just another tennis headline. This was the moment a 20-year-old Filipina sensation crossed the line from rising star to global icon. Picture this. A closed-door press conference. A room filled with elite media insiders expecting a routine corporate announcement. Cameras ready. Notebooks open. On stage stands the chairman of New Zealand's most prestigious luxury jewelry house. Everything appears controlled and formal until, without warning, this titan of industry completely breaks down. Full-on sobbing, tears streaming. He wraps Alex Eala in an emotional embrace, holding her like a daughter he never wants to let go of. The room freezes. Silence. Journalists who have reported on wars, world leaders, and royal events stand stunned, struggling to process what they are witnessing. Why would a man representing 6 generations of an elite jewelry dynasty lose composure so completely? The answer lies in a gift worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, a secret partnership poised to launch Alex into the highest tier of global sports marketing, and a human connection so genuine it reminded everyone present that behind every deal and brand alliance are real people forming real bonds. Welcome to Champions Tennis. Buckle up, because this Alex Eala update is unlike anything you have heard before. This is no longer just about tennis. This is about legacy, family, diamonds, and a young woman capturing hearts faster than she dismantles opponents on court. The ASB Classic had just concluded what many are calling the most electrifying week in the tournament's recent history. Filipino flags filled the stands. Auckland buzzed with energy. Alex Eala's stunning semi-final run had the entire tennis world paying attention. But while fans exited the stadium, still riding the adrenaline of unforgettable matches, something extraordinary was happening behind closed doors. A select group was quietly escorted into a private room at the arena. Invitations were intentionally vague, promising only a special announcement from Partridge Jewelers, the tournament's official sponsor. Now, Partridge is not just any jeweler. This is 160 years of history, 6 generations of craftsmanship. Rolex, Patek Philippe, and diamonds so rare most people will never see them, let alone own them. When Partridge calls a press conference, you show up. Grant Partridge stepped onto the stage carrying the weight of that legacy. Normally composed and impeccably professional, there was something different about him this time. Emotion hovered just beneath the surface. Beside him stood Alex Eala, fresh from her semi-final run, gracious and humble as ever, completely unaware that her life was about to change. The room went still, that rare moment when even the air seems to pause. Grant leaned into the microphone and skipped the corporate pleasantries. He looked at Alex, then at the media, and delivered a statement that sent shockwaves through the room. Partridge Jewelers was gifting Alexandra Eala their latest high jewelry collection, valued at hundreds of thousands of New Zealand dollars. Let that sink in. This was not a watch, not a bracelet. This was bespoke high jewelry, royal-level craftsmanship. Diamonds meant for red carpets, gala nights, and world stages. And they were giving it to a 20-year-old player who has yet to win her first WTA title. Audible gasps filled the room. Veteran journalists exchanged looks of disbelief. This level of endorsement is almost unheard of at this stage of a career. Grant explained why. Partridge sees in Alex something beyond tennis, a cultural bridge, a symbol of excellence, humility, and determination, a future global icon. Then came the real revelation. Negotiations are underway for a long-term partnership that would make Alex Eala the official face of Partridge Jewelers. Think about that. Alex on billboards from Auckland to Manila to New York, magazine covers, red carpets, diamond collections launched under her name. This is not sponsorship. This is elevation. This places Alex in the same conversation as Federer with Rolex, Serena Williams as a global brand, and Maria Sharapova's luxury empire. But the most powerful moment was still to come. When Alex took the microphone, she did not deliver a rehearsed PR response. She spoke from the heart. She thanked New Zealand for its warmth. She spoke about the Filipino community in Auckland who made her feel at home. She expressed deep gratitude for the trust placed in her by a family with such an extraordinary legacy. Her sincerity changed the energy in the room. This stopped being about money. It became about connection. And that is when Grant Partridge broke. The man who manages million-dollar deals, who protects a six-generation legacy, who stands composed at countless corporate events, could not hold back. His eyes filled. His face crumpled. And in front of cameras and global media, Grant Partridge wept. This was no longer business. This was destiny. But he did not turn away. He did not try to hide it or regain composure. Instead, he turned toward Alex and pulled her into an embrace that will be replayed and analyzed for years to come. This was not a polite business hug or a staged photo opportunity. This was the embrace of a father holding his daughter. He wrapped his arms around her tightly, his shoulders shaking as he sobbed, and Alex hugged him back with genuine warmth and affection. In that moment, the cameras went wild. Flash bulbs exploded like fireworks across the room. Yet it is hard to believe either of them noticed. The noise faded. The spectacle disappeared. What remained was a raw, unscripted moment of pure human emotion. That single embrace reminded everyone in the room why sports matter. It showed why partnerships can mean more than logos and contracts. Sometimes, a connection forms that rises above commerce, above branding, and above business entirely. To understand why this moment carried such weight, you have to understand Grant Partridge. This is a man who speaks constantly about legacy and family. His entire life's work is built around preserving something precious and passing it forward. He does not see himself merely as the head of a company. He sees himself as a steward of his family's heritage, protecting it, nurturing it, and ensuring it survives for future generations. When Grant looks at Alex Eala, he sees someone carrying a similar responsibility. Alex is not playing tennis only for herself. She carries the hopes and dreams of an entire nation on her young shoulders. Every time she steps onto the court, more than 110 million Filipinos are watching, believing, and hoping she will succeed. She represents something far greater than one athlete, just as Grant represents something far greater than one businessman. That parallel resonated deeply with him. In Alex, Grant saw values he holds sacred: family, discipline, humility, respect for those who came before, and the determination to build something that lasts beyond yourself. His emotion was not manufactured for cameras. It was the unfiltered reaction of a man who recognized someone else who understands what it means to carry a legacy forward. So why did all of this happen now? Why is a New Zealand luxury giant making such a bold commitment to a 20-year-old from the Philippines? The answer lies in what Alex accomplished that very week in Auckland. Her performance at the ASB Classic was the catalyst that set everything in motion. Alex Eala did not simply participate in the ASB Classic. She announced her arrival as a legitimate force in professional tennis. She tore through the draw playing some of the best tennis of her career, blending power, precision, and mental toughness in a way that had commentators openly comparing her to established stars. The defining moment came in her quarterfinal match against Donna Vekic. This was no routine opponent. Vekic is a seasoned veteran, a former Wimbledon semifinalist, a top 20 player who has spent years handling pressure at the highest level. On paper, this was a matchup Alex was not supposed to win. But once the match began, the script was torn apart. Alex did not survive Vekic. She dismantled her. Her pace was relentless. Her movement was sharp and aggressive. Her decision-making was mature beyond her years. Drop shots, angles, fearless baseline exchanges. Alex was not reacting. She was dictating. That victory sent a message across the tennis world. She was no longer asking if she belonged. She was declaring herself a threat. Although her run ended in the semifinals against China's Wang Xinyu, the quality of tennis Alex produced throughout the tournament was unmistakably top 20 level. Coaches were impressed. Former players on commentary could not stop praising her composure, and the crowds were electric. The Filipino community in New Zealand showed up in force for every match. Flags waved. Cheers echoed through the stadium. Every point Alex won was celebrated like a championship moment. The atmosphere she generated was unlike anything the ASB Classic had seen in years. Grant Partridge was there. He witnessed it all firsthand. He saw the passion. He saw the loyalty. He saw the connection Alex had with people, and that is when the realization hit. This was not just a talented tennis player. This was a movement, a cultural force, someone capable of connecting with millions across Asia and beyond. A once-in-a-generation marketing opportunity paired with an extraordinary human being. From both a business and personal standpoint, the decision suddenly made perfect sense. And then came the final exclamation point on an unforgettable week. Because of her semi-final run in Auckland, Alex Eala officially cracked the top 50 in the world. She is now ranked world number 49. Let that sink in. A young woman from the Philippines, trained at the Rafa Natal Academy, who climbed through juniors, qualifiers, and challengers, who endured setbacks and injuries without ever quitting, is now among the top 50 tennis players on the planet. What happens next? No one knows. That is the beauty of sport. Anything can happen once the first ball is struck. Alex could exit early, or she could catch fire and electrify the world. The talent is real. The preparation is complete. Now it comes down to execution under the brightest lights. What we do know is this: Alex Eala has already won in ways that transcend scores and rankings. She has earned the belief of a luxury brand chairman who now sees her as family. She has gained the respect of legends like Rafael Nadal. She has captured the hearts of millions who see their own dreams reflected in her journey. From that emotional press conference in Auckland to the Australian Open main draw, the transformation has been swift and stunning. In just days, Alex has gone from rising prospect to certified global star. The spotlight is brighter than ever, and she continues to meet it with poise well beyond her years. Grant Partridge's tears were not about business. They were about recognizing greatness in its earliest form. They were about seeing potential that goes far beyond trophies. They were about connection, belief, and legacy. As Alex prepares for Melbourne, she carries more than diamonds and a higher ranking. She carries belief, from coaches, from mentors, from fans, from an entire nation. The pressure could break some athletes, but everything we have seen from Alex suggests she is built for this moment. When she steps onto the court at Melbourne Park, she will not just represent herself or the Philippines. She will represent everyone who has ever dared to dream beyond their circumstances. The diamonds are symbolic. The real treasure is her journey, her character, and the future she is building. And this feels like only the beginning.